Hello, in this tutorial we're going to be covering shaders. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a basic structure, just a simple square house, and we're going to give it some windows. So first let's go ahead and create a cube. Control Shift until the white box comes up, drag onto the terrain that hasn't been developed yet. Just bring it up and maybe just scale it a bit to make it like a wall. And now just go ahead and grab like a brick wall texture. I've got 4 that I took yesterday just near my university. I took a picture of a wall. So just go ahead and Google and grab any wall that's a texture like this. I'm going to go for this one, 7373. So just drag that into your textures folder. Drag it onto your cube. Now we've got a brick wall. So let me experiment with the tiling. I'll change it to 2. something like that. No, just drag that up. So just create a simple square house for now. So I have it something like that'll do. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is just for shaders, you know, just to experiment. So let's just say something like that. You can see there's a little gap there, but not a big issue. So now let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, copy, paste, bring them up. You know what? How about we just undo all of that and just grab all the cubes, copy, paste, and bring them up. Something like that. So now obviously we want to close it off. So let's just go ahead and... You know what, why don't we just make the roof of the house transparent so we can really see that it's working. Right, so now we want to grab something like a blue texture. That's the normal map. So how about just go to your Google and just get this. So I'm gonna save image, blue texture, drag the blue texture into your textures folder, and now you want to create another cube, and this cube you want to just control shift it to somewhere like there. And now just scale it across, drag that in, try and match it. So remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not making a professional game or anything right now. We're just, you know, experimenting with the shaders like mentioned. So something like that, right? And now let's copy paste and drag that over to here. Copy paste, rotate by 90, bring it back. Just scale it a bit. Something like that, and copy paste, and just finish this side. So we've got 4 windows that aren't in action yet, and now we want to copy paste again, rotate 90 but making sure it's looking upwards, and now bring that up to match somewhere around there. Scale it. Something like that. And now let's go ahead and drag the blue texture onto all of them. So that's the textures applied so far, but we now need to make it transparent. So if you just click on any one of the windows, go to the shader and change it to transparent, and have it as, we'll make them shiny, so go for just go for specular. And I don't know if you noticed, but you can actually see through it now. And I'm just going to apply this to each of other ones. So transparent, specular, transparent, specular. And that's all the windows done. So if I was to create a cube that's inside here, gave it this black texture, just keep it in there, you'll notice through the windows you can actually see the cube. It's quite hard to see, but here's a side that has no light, so that's probably even harder. From above you can see the cube is just there, so that's what the transparency does and how it works. It's better to do it in a 3D modeling program, as you know, you can really fiddle around with the opacity and such. Also, of course, remember you can do the shininess of the windows and brick walls. I'll give it a bump specular, so now it has that shininess to it. But that's the basic structure. So going into more detail now. Just again, I probably mentioned most of it in the previous tutorial, but bump diffuse keeps it so it doesn't have that shiny effect, but bump allows you to add the normal map. If it's just diffuse, then it's just strictly diffuse. There's no normal map you can't apply. That's the meaning of bumped, to allow a normal map. You see it and it slots up. So obviously bump specular you now know is the shininess thing, where you can make it shinier, and see that, bring the shininess down, no shininess, up to you how much you want it to be. And obviously bumped allows the normal map. If we just go into specular, then there's no normal map, it's just the same as diffuse but specular and not bumped. And obviously transparent, you've now seen, does that. Well, I just made, I think, all the brick walls like windows, so let me go ahead and try diffuse. Yeah, see, look, it's kind of messing up. So just keep it like that. But yeah, I hope this helps and allows you to understand more about what shaders are. When Unity 5 comes out, there is going to be a lot of improvements to the shaders, so that should be something to look forward to. But thank you for watching.